Kelly, by the way. It's always her. No matter what I make her in any game, it's always her that gets fucking hacked. So I was really worried when I was making this. I'm like, oh, please no potty. Please nobody keep up the tradition. I do not need that fucking, like, you know, I don't know. I just don't need that.
I can't carry anymore.
I might be able to hold the warhammer, maybe. But yeah, they couldn't really do much about that, honestly. It just sucked, because, yeah, I would have loved to have played a completely clean, unique from beginning to finish. That one, if you guys remember Diablo 3, you weren't allowed to select your character stats, right? And obviously, I think you guys can see where I'm going with this, based on how I've been fucking around with my character, that that was a little bit of a problem with me, because I wanted to do the same thing again with my person, and I couldn't. It was like, yeah, no, you don't get to choose your stats anymore, because while you can do this in Diablo 2, in Diablo 3, when you opened up your profile and stuff, it would just have like this little like window about here or whatever that would just say what your character skills are, and every time you leveled up, it would automatically update them. Also, an ad's about to hit as well, so you guys got time to get a drink. But yeah, that was always hella frustrating, because I'm like, I just want to put my stats in myself and like have a broken character. Like, let me be silly, let me have my fun, kind of thing. But yeah, essentially my Diablo experiences have been wild. I also was like basically shitting myself when like Diablo 4 came out for some reason. I was concerned about getting it. I might just get standard health potions, because I can't do much for mana here until I get more. But yeah, I sort of didn't want to play Diablo 4. It kind of seemed more like WoW, but not at the same time. It wasn't enough Diablo for me to be like, yeah, I enjoy this. No, it was too much of like other games for me to like it, which is why we're currently playing Diablo 2, because I really like, whoa, shit. I really like Diablo 2, and a lot of things about it, as you guys have heard so far. There's many different things, as well as just standard deep nostalgia and whatnot. But, I don't know, Diablo 4 it was interesting, but some of what was going on was not really for me. I must admit that it did feel, Jesus, I found it right away. It did feel like a continuation from Diablo 2 to Diablo 4. Felt like Diablo 3 hadn't existed, and it felt like a more natural progression, story-wise, kind of sensation. But yeah, I did like that part of it. There was some things I really liked about Diablo 4, but when it wanted to force, you know, the specific builds and stuff, I'm not really somebody that likes playing with, like, I'm not really somebody that enjoys playing with, like, special builds and stuff in any of my games. I just like to, I don't know, put skills and stats, get gear, run around. Like, there's no like hardcore aspect to it. Like, I don't min-max my characters. I literally don't give a fuck if my character is as broken as she is and stuff like that. It's fun to me. It's legitimately really fucking fun and challenging. I recommend that anybody that's like not tried this particular like style playthrough, give it a fucking go, because it's fun as fuck. And seriously challenging. I have to get damn creative with like charms and gear, because I can't just use whatever I want to in the game. I can't just pick up armor and go, oh, this is appropriate for my level, and this weapon's appropriate for my level, let's use that. No, I literally have to go, oh my god, what can I buff up? What can I enhance with gems and runes and all sorts of stuff? Another thing is also trying not to use runes as well. That is something, because like, I did put like basic runes into weapons and stuff, but I never made rune molds or anything like that in like the first few playthroughs of like Diablo and stuff. And I never really cared too much to do them. But again, like I said, I'm just not somebody that's sort of goes hardcore with like all the
I can't carry anymore.
what do you call it? Like, it's not like perfecting it. It's kind of like not really enhancing it either. I wouldn't even call it modding. I don't even know what to really call it, but it's something. It's just not my thing. I just enjoy getting in and just playing a game as it is, kind of thing, like running around. Like, I also like sightseeing. Like, did you see that sand? Did you see the sand falling down from the wall just there before? Like, that's the shit I'm looking at when I'm playing this game. I'm not even joking. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm paying attention to. Like, the flames and the... Like, there's dust here. Can you see that? Like, little details like that. I appreciate things like that. Like the bats. And I accidentally squished a rat over here before. And all sorts of things. You do too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's just a thing. It's like if you... Well, let's put that down. If it's something that you enjoy, like, you definitely... I don't know. I think that's also why you kind of enjoy watching. Maxing is probably the term you're looking for. So how's the demon slaying going? Excommunication, welcome in. Oh, excommunicatious? I know I fucked that up both times. But yeah, fucking welcome in. It sort of is min-maxing kind of stuff. It's, I think people also call it like metagaming or something as well. So...
I can't carry anymore.
Christian, thank you for community subs. I appreciate that. Fucking hell. I need to go back to town. Yeah. Fucking hell, thank you. If somebody got a gift sub, remember to say thank you. It's always nice not to have ads and be able to like use the emotes and stuff. And yeah, just general support's always welcome. I don't know, it's going well. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I've just been passionately in love with this like playthrough. I haven't got to play it for like 3 weeks because like, what do you call it? 7 Days to Die released their experimental build. So I had that and I had a couple of Thursdays off. So I haven't got to like play Diablo 2 for almost a month, which is a fucking long time for me because I've been playing it consistently every Thursday for a while, since probably February, right? And it's a game that just brings me joy to play. So I'm sitting here and like as soon as I started tonight, just the music, like as soon as I hit play, I'm just like, oh my god, yes. So, you know, that's been making me happy. I always find that when I play Diablo 2, I always end up feeling more kind of revitalized and more energetic after a stream than I do for any other game, which is always really lovely because I'm generally a very tired person. So it's nice to kind of have that little bit of extra energy at the end of stream, you know. That's something I look forward to as well. And I don't know, I just enjoy every second that I get to play it. Even though I've played this for so many years, I still deeply enjoy the time I spend playing it. 1 hour, 4 hours, it doesn't matter. I just don't get sick of it. I take breaks. I take breaks from it, but I never get sick of it. This is my favorite game of all games. So, well, Diablo 2 specifically. We're talking about like this sort of style Diablo, but I liked what they did with this, you know. I'm playing the crap out of, what was it, 1.0, 7 Days Die. Yeah, the experimental. I'll come back to that in a second. I'm just stretching. Give me a sec. Also, I appreciate the follow. Christian, hold on. My shoulder has been really stiff because I've been at my computer for quite a long time. Not tonight, just over like the last couple of days. I did like 28 hours awake working away at my computer in like this week alone. So, is there no cheese? No, there's no cheese during Diablo. My sound alerts are off for the most part during Diablo so they don't interrupt cinematics and dialogues and stuff. So no cheese slapping. There are emotes. Hold on. You know what I can do? If I get health, let me walk out here for a hot second. Can I cheese slap? Let me cheese slap for a second. There we go. Cheese slap Scarlet. Oh wait, my Valkyrie died. There we go. No, you're just glowing red. That's fine. Yeah. So have fun popping between streams, gifting some subs. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. It's always nice when somebody, like, you know, wants to support streamers and, you know, myself and whatnot. I do this for, like, full-time job. So this is, like, my means of income and stuff. So anybody, like, watching ads, letting ads play through and subs, bit cheers, anything like that, like, literally helps, you know, feed and support me and stuff. So I can never express how much I appreciate when people do that, you know. Can I fit the war javelin? I can if I try. I also love that I have to do this. So many people do not like it, but this is actually something I like about Diablo 2 is the Tetris. Like, yeah. You poggin. Lol. I see you poggin. Yeah, so Diablo 2, not Diablo 2, sorry, 7 Days to Die 1.0 is an experimental at the moment. And I've been playing that on Mondays. I've been playing that Mondays and Wednesdays, but I'm going to take it back to just Mondays. Because I realized that I don't want to do too many quests while it's in experimental. And I don't want to build too much or loot too much or any of that stuff. Because it's going to supposedly go full release on the 25th. Which is like a week or so away. So, like, I was thinking about that and I'm like, I really don't want to be playing it twice a week when I kind of just want to be able to, like, settle into a map for a year, you know? 6 months, I don't know. Like, my last map, my last build and stuff with the Twitch integration was mental. I had, like, Nightmare... no, I had Warrior difficulty, I had Feral Sense, we had Nighttime Nightmare Speed Zombies, and Twitch integration, which meant that everybody was killing me all the time, everywhere, and I played for like about 5 minutes at a time before dying. And at the same time, I built a mega fortress at a water tower, so that was a lot. There was quite a lot to do in a short period of time. And at the moment, it just feels so fucking relaxing just running around and not having people spawn shit and kill me. I don't know what to do with myself in the game. It's really weird. So welcome back, Waver. How'd your important visitor go? Hopefully everything went well. Did you end up like not feeling as anxious after like they arrived, or did you kind of like keep being anxious? Yeah. Yeah, so usually I've got like different sound alerts and shit like that. Like there's some stuff that I won't turn off, like, you know, follow notifications or raids notifications, stuff like that. I don't turn that shit off because otherwise I wouldn't know. Because sometimes they like update, like Twitch does updates, and that shit like default turns off or breaks, and I literally have had times where I have not known that somebody's like done something so fucking generous as to like sub or fucking cheer or something like that, and I've just been obliviously sitting here, and I just feel like such a bitch for it afterwards because I'm like, I didn't even say thank you, I didn't even know it happened. But there was honestly nothing I could do at the time, but the person, you know, supporting me doesn't fucking know that, so yeah, it just feels like really, I don't know, rude to me. I do want one of these circlets, but I can't. They're not that strong yet. But yeah, most of the other sound alerts and stuff like that, I found that any kind of story-based game that I'm playing, I just don't want to have the random interruptions, because I do get people occasionally spam sound alerts, because even though they're limited to people and a quantity per stream and stuff like that, people will occasionally come in and just spam the shit out of them. Back to back and stuff, and it's just like, if you're in a beautiful cinematic or you're listening to Deca Kane like prattle on about nothing, it ruins it, and I don't tolerate that shit for Diablo. not for Diablo 2. So yeah, that doesn't fly. So I don't like it, but still try my best. The only thing I had trouble with was eye contact. Oh yeah. What helped me was I always thought they are there to help you, and they did. So it did make me calm down a little. The other thing too is you can, if you have issues with eye contact, just remember that you're both people, and it's just as difficult for them to keep eye contact with you as it is for you to keep eye contact with them. It will help alleviate some of the nervousness about the situation, because like it's literally just, you know, like some people are naturally okay at it, but some people come off like it's no big deal, but they put a lot of work into trying. And I'm sure you definitely put a lot of work into trying today, and it might have seemed effortless, but it wasn't for you. So the other person might be in the same boat. I look at it like that. There is also times where people just do not like eye contact. But yeah, generally speaking, it's usually somewhat respectful kind of thing to do, to kind of like maintain some level of eye contact with people. Just stay a while and listen. Yes. You know, the funny thing is, I almost... What the? Scarlet. I appreciate it. Like the only time you get me to shut up. Thank you, Scarlet. Again, thank you for the bits. And Jeff Goldblum, I always appreciate it. I'm gonna have a bit of water too. My throat's been like, after doing the 6-hour stream last night, my throat is just like, fuck you to me. And it's fucking hell. I'll be lucky if by like Friday I've still got any voice left. We'll see. I'm drinking like some cold water. I do have neck warmers now too, which I actually found is helping my voice so much. It was really hard to find though, because for some reason in Australia, neck warmers are not a commonplace item to just fucking find. I had to go to a specialty like camping store to be able to get some, but they work really well because it warms up my throat, which keeps my like voice, you know, the little voice muscle things or whatever, larynx, I think it's larynx. It keeps that shit warm, but it also lets it cool down at a slower rate after stream, so I don't get so like voice fried anymore, which is really nice, you know. What? Who doesn't want more Goldblum? Don't you fucking bug eyes that more? I see that. Nah, Jeff Goldblum's awesome. I always like the music, honestly. The music, and just like, I know the scene, but okay, so every time it comes up, it reminds me of, okay, look at his chest. Does that not remind you of the, Stegosaurus that's out in the field laying down that they all lie on? Like, can we just agree that that would be something worth lying on? Right? Yeah? Alright. I'm glad we're in agreement. Yeah, he's just our local Stegosaurus, Jeff Goldblum. Oh man. Scarlet, you know you don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I always appreciate it. Just, I hate him. It looks like he's killing his enemies by flexing his muscles. Oh, Waver, I love your fucking idea there. Oh man. I love the things like, a Waver has like the best kind of like interpretations of things sometimes. I don't know, well, he's definitely slaying. That's for fucking sure, he's definitely slaying people. The music is techno-Jurassic. Fuck, it took me a bit. Yeah, see, I like techno music. So, obviously, like, I like Jurassic Park music as well. And so, naturally, when I came across techno Jurassic Park intro. I had to get it. I've actually got several different versions of it, sort of, but they're not all the same thing. These, so I can just move some stuff around. Mate, back up! I'm doing something. Yeah, I've got like several different ones, but that's one of the few that doesn't give me a copyright strike when it plays. It's really interesting. So if I gotta go to town. So funny thing is, if I upload a sound alert or any kind of redeem and I add music to it, sometimes the music is copyright. And sometimes it's copyright on Twitch and sometimes it's copyright on YouTube. So I have to be really careful with which music I add and what plays and stuff. Because what basically happens is if it copyrights it, it mutes that portion of the VOD. And basically tells me to take the video down or like hide it or whatever. Right? And I don't really want to do that. Especially since like if you happen to just click on my video while I'm live and you're like, you know, I don't have time right now, but I'd really like to like check out her stream later, and you come back to my stream, like you go back to Twitch later and there's no VOD because I had to take it down, it sort of robs people the chance of being able to come back and find me later, kind of thing. So I don't like doing that. I will generally try to avoid music that does that. As for the ones that like ping on YouTube, now that I'm monetized on YouTube, which by the way, I reached full monetization just last month, like near the end of like last month. That was really nice. So now when people watch my videos on YouTube, I can actually like receive money and stuff in the future. Obviously I haven't been monetized long enough to receive a payment or anything. It hasn't been a month or anything, but still, the idea's there. And if a video happens to have a clip that has a bit of music, even if it's just 20-30 seconds long, the entire video is not monetizable. So I will not use like any kind of music where that's gonna fuck me over on like YouTube and stuff, because like the whole reason why I put so much effort into reaching monetization on YouTube was so that people don't have to like sub or cheer and stuff like that, so I can be like supported through ads and shit, you know, just like passive free kind of like support that everybody can participate in if they want to. Yeah. So, like, I've got one from last night. I've got to not turn on that radio in the game ever again. Because YouTube's like, yeah, about this, like, 10-second segment, your entire 30-minute video is not monetizable. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's 10 seconds. It's 10 seconds. Like, I could hum a tune and it could be more, like, concise than the 10 seconds that played. Also, thank you. Should hang out, but I'm in Perth. I actually, so, not you specifically, but I do not want to meet any of my viewers or followers or community and stuff IRL. I don't really want to, like, it sounds like really mean, but like I do not want to meet anybody in person. Specifically because, I don't know, I have had a stalker in the past, and since streaming I have also had a new stalker and a couple of psychopaths and a few people that want to kill me. And it has been an interesting journey since I started streaming, I'll tell you that much. But, yeah, I am trying to keep, like, my general identity private for as long as I physically can as a streamer, because I know that as, like, my channel grows and stuff like that, eventually I won't have privacy and stuff like that. So that's also part of why, like, I don't ever want to, like, show my face or anything like that. Like, it's mostly just like, at some point in time, I know that as I continue to grow, I will have a big enough following over time that it's avoidable that people will know what I look like, will kind of roughly know where I live, and that puts me and my loved ones in danger. So I'm doing everything I can from the beginning to avoid situations like that. So yeah, I always feel like I'm sort of being rude, especially when people are like legitimately just chill and quite nice to talk to and shit. But I also know that over the long run, should be hopefully the best decision is what I'm trying to do. Or at least I think I'm doing the right thing, you know. I can't be sure and I won't know. But yeah, I can only try. What's that? It's like, no, that's fair. I understand stalkers awful. God, that sounds so rude. Look, I also have people send me what do you call it, like animal cruelty or depictions of like, you know, harming animals and stuff like that as well. I get some interesting shit as a streamer. A lot of stuff that I really didn't think I was gonna experience at this size. But yeah, this does give me more defense. I just meant as a compliment, as your taste and mine are the same. No, I appreciate it. Look, like I said, I always feel like I'm being like a little bit rude when somebody's like legitimately nice. Like, I think that you're quite pleasant to talk to and quite a nice person. I think you're very relatable too. But at the same time, I know that it's not you that I'm worried about. It's the other people that want to harm me that I'm worried about. And sometimes all it takes is a small trickle somewhere to, you know, leak a basement kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know how best to say this. I'm shit with explanations, I really am sometimes. But I think we all sort of get it. But yeah, that's it. I had that too. It sounds so awful. That's it, but I really meant... What? That's so rude. I meant it like, I don't blame you not wanting to meet anyone IRL. Yeah, no, there is a lot of streamers and content creators and stuff like that that like legitimately do just love getting to meet people IRL and stuff. But I think because before I ever started streaming, I had a stalker and I had a home invasion, and there have been some violent situations and stuff. I do not want to risk that happening ever again. So I'm doing the best I can to protect myself and my loved ones from harm or danger. Because the thing is, like, it's not the people that are really lovely that I have to worry about. It's literally the crazy psychopaths. That's always like, there's always like 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 1,000, you know. So statistically, eventually it's possible. I do accept internet hugs. I appreciate internet hugs. You're always welcome to like give me a hug and stream. That's definitely always okay. Just don't touch my tail and ears. That's all I ask. Nobody touch my tail and ears. That's the only thing I'm iffy about. I don't like people touching my bits and pieces, you know. It's not rude, it's boundaries things. It is boundaries. I appreciate though, because like not everybody understands. Like sometimes it's taken really offensively and it's legitimately not anything to do with that person. Like I do think that you're really lovely, Elise. I actually was thinking the other day, I'm like, it's been a while because I was watching a video, I was watching an old video and I saw your name pop up in like chatting and I'm like, man, it's been a while since I've seen Elise. I wonder what they're up to. And then you're here tonight, I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, it was like timing, you know, but like things like that, like I sometimes do legitimately sit there and I'm like, you know, I'd like to meet this person, but then I think about like the wider thing of like, what if they decide to take a photo, share it, or you know, what if they share location or something like that, and then I'm like, it doesn't, like, it's not very hard for people to figure out where something is. If any of you guys have ever heard of, there's like this geolocation game, I don't know what it's called specifically, but there are people out there that are so fucking good at looking at a photo and figuring out exactly where somebody is. Like, it's terrifying at times to, like, see that. They're fucking good at it, though. Like, they'll look at a picture and they'll be like, oh, based on this grass and that sandbank, like, this is clearly, like, Mid-Eastern Europe or something like that. And I'm just like, okay. And then it, like, zooms in to, like, how close it is to it.